you have to do is subscribe to the Vibe Tribe. Social media always has its way of drawing lines, pointing fingers, and choosing sides. And when it comes to mental health, usually the person or people on the bad side of the conversation, nobody ever tries to reach out and help them, they just tear them down. Celebrities go through this the most because of the weight of expectations on who people expect them to be. But the truth is, celebrities are people too. They deal with mental health issues too. We all just gotta be more mindful. See, me, I'm learning as I go, so I hope you guys can too. Today's episode is all about how does wealth affect happiness. See, most people think that the richer they are, the more happier they become. However, evidence shows that this isn't necessarily the case. In fact, recent studies have shown that the more money you have, the more likely you are to suffer from depression and other mental health problems. See, a recent study pointed out that once a certain annual income has been reached, a sum of $105,000 in the US and $95,000 on average around the world, we are more likely to have worse life satisfaction and reduced well-being. And even more interestingly, it isn't only adults who feel the impact of this phenomenon. Children of affluent parents are also more at risk of suffering anxiety, substance abuse, and depression than those coming from less well-off families. So why are rich people more likely to be depressed? How does wealth influence depression? Let's break it down. You see, the more money you gain, the more wants. Once you've got sufficient income to meet your basic needs and buy any small treats or repay your debts, the extra money you have in the bank simply serves to fuel your desires. You end up pursuing more material items, and in the long run, these only serve to reduce your well-being. This is the phenomenon known as the treadmill effect. We trend to believe that the material items that we purchase make us happier. However, once we acquire them, we begin to wonder what we can do next. Of course, the next purchase must be better and bigger than the last, and it has to be more than others around us have. While this all sounds like a positive thing, there's a lot of research out there that shows that the majority of material things we possess don't actually make us happy at all. Instead, the things that drive our happiness and experiences having enough time to enjoy the things that we love and to spend with loved ones. The greatest pleasures we can find are form warm relationships, interpersonal love, appreciation, gratitude, and giving. See, more money leads to greater isolation. The further up the income ladder we progress, the more isolated we can become. The more wealth we acquire and the more possessions we own that indicate we are of higher status, the more we begin to distance ourselves from other people. Perhaps this is due to selfishness and feeling competitive, or maybe it's become there's no need of other people to help us survive in the same way as poorer people need the help of others. Whatever the reason, the more wealth we have, the less socially connected we are, and the less we value those connections. This in the end eats into the sense of well-being that we experience overall. More money means more work. At one time, rich people were known as being the leisure class. This, however, is no longer the case. Rich people in the USA work for longer than those on lower incomes. In just one generation, the wealthy have reduced the amount of leisure time that they enjoy exponentially. Another contributing factor is that working for longer hours is considered to be a rite of passage for those who aspire to higher wealth, and richer people feel obligated to commit to punishing work schedules. While work can provide greater life satisfaction, work for incredibly long hours can't do the things that have been proven to make us happier, such as spending time with family and friends. Also, jobs that pay higher salaries also come with greater stress and more responsibility. All of these factors add up to reduced life satisfaction and greater incidence of depression. What a lot of people don't understand is entrepreneurship is linked to depression. The relationship between depression and entrepreneurship has been studied, and the results have shown that around 50% of all entrepreneurs have experienced a mental health problem at some point in time. This could be due to the personality traits and characteristics that most entrepreneurs display. Before I go, I just want to leave you guys with this piece that I wrote last week. Celebrities are people too, so be kind in what you say and mindful in how you view. There's two sides to this lens. Which side are you? Destruction or development? Pick one or the two. But before you press send, remember, celebrities are people too. See, we all make mistakes, even if some of them hurt you. But like I said, what I said, celebrities are people too. It ain't a white thing, it ain't a black thing. It's a right thing, a fact thing. That no matter what you think, it might not be true. So always keep in mind, celebrities are people too.